Hi, Ileana. Good to see you.
Good to see you. How are you?
Very well. Congratulations. Great reviews. Heard great things about your performance. I myself enjoyed it.
Oh,
What
thank you
all
so
did you
much.
hear?
Lots of things. There was a lot that I heard actually, and I've been fortunate that I've heard a lot of good things.
Right.
I just feel I feel grateful that people have had some nice things to say because I didn't have a very big role in the film, but I think it was a very significant role. So I'm really glad that that was noticed.
Right. When you sign something like this, how do you see it on paper that can you make out how significant it will be if length is the second part of it?
I think for certain films, length is definitely the second part because
Right.
I don't think it's important how long your role is as
Mhm.
opposed to how important and how significant it is to the film.
Right.
So, I mean, you could be in every frame from start to finish and not really hold the audience. So I think it's very important to have, at least I look at it that way. I like to have a very significant role in a film that I sign.
Right. So is that always a criteria when you sign something? Or sometimes you just feel, okay, it's a franchise or it's something, and let's just be a part of this as well.
I have to be honest, honestly, there have been times where I've just been like, no, you know what? I just want to be part of this film, even though I'm
Right.
not doing much in it. I want to be a part of it. So I think it's a mix of both.
Right.
Uh, there's no real handbook that I've followed. It's just a gut feeling. And sometimes I feel, okay, I really want to be a part of this film.
Right.
It may have been the wrong choice, but it's just something I've gone with. So it's just a feeling that I get that I'm like, you know what? I feel like I should really be a part of this. And I've
Right.
always gone with it.
That's very honest of you. It's been quite a few years, Ileana. I just want to ask you, do you think you get good roles, you get good offers, you have taken up some amazing roles, but do you tell yourself, okay, I've cracked it, I know how to be a part of this? Is it a tough industry still?
It's brutal. It absolutely is. I definitely don't think I have, like, okay, I've got it now. Absolutely not. And I feel that somewhere that's the best part of the industry, that, not really knowing how to maneuver your way through it is what makes it so exciting, I suppose.
Right.
At least for me. So I like sort of maybe bumbling my way through it somehow.
Right. And what is the competition like? When I talk to filmmakers, they're like, okay, there are only five, six actresses, then there are only five, six guys. And one said no, the other said no. How tough it is for actors like yourself?
I think it's incredibly tough, because I feel like the industry is way more inclusive now,
Right.
and there's so many new actors coming out every month. So I feel that this it's definitely difficult, it's definitely brutal. I feel that you need to prove yourself with every film.
Right.
So it's just how it is. It's unfortunately the world that it is. It's not unfortunate, but in a way it's just the way it is. It's just how it goes. And sometimes you just sort of have to, make your peace with the fact that you've got to make way for somebody else.
Absolutely. And every actor when they start, and there's a wish list of, I want to do this film and work with so and so directors. How much of that is one able to achieve with, because there are so many other factors that play a role in this.
Um, there's definitely a wish list. I myself have had a few directors that I really would love to work with,
Mhm.
but I feel there's different aspects to it. I'm not very superstitious, but I definitely believe luck is a huge, huge part to play
Right.
in it. And being at the right place at the right time in the way.
Yeah.
So I feel that you can be supremely talented, but sometimes you're just not there at the
Right.
right time. So
Right.
you end up losing the opportunity. So yeah, it's sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't.
Don't
It's sort
absolutely.
of luck in a way.
Absolutely. And OTT changed the game for the past 3, 4 years. Are you open to doing something that's completely OTT? And if there's a web show idea, would you be game for that?
Absolutely. I've been talking to a few people, reading a few scripts, web series. I've read quite a few. I've realized the process is a little bit longer when it comes to web
Right.
series, which is why I haven't really zeroed in on one yet.
Hmm.
but there's been some very interesting work that's
Right.
coming up. And why not? I'd love to do something just purely OTT.
Right. And are you a consumer as well? Anything you watched recently that you want to share?
Um, I was watching The Crown for the longest time,
Yeah.
and then I stopped, and then I went back to it. So it's intriguing. It's a very intriguing show. So that's one thing I definitely watched. And honestly, just some fluff, comedy stuff that I've been watching because I feel sometimes the world is so I don't want to say the word depressing, but it
Mhm.
kind of does get you down
Right.
sometimes, what's
Absolutely.
going on. So I like to watch something a little lighthearted.
Right. And, at a time like this, OTT has been just great for consumers and for actors like yourself, for filmmakers, writers. Do you hear that a lot? That, okay, because of this, this new platform, there's suddenly everybody has, a lot of people have work, be it writers, directors.
I think so. I feel like OTT has actually opened up a world for a lot more actors, a lot more very underrated actors that
Yeah.
probably have not done a lot of films. And you don't realize how amazingly talented they are until you've actually seen their work on OTT. So it's actually really great. I feel it's amazing that I have been, exposed to far more beautiful work by actors that I didn't even know were in the industry.
So before I wrap, anything that you can tell us, your fans who are listening in the near future, what are you working on, or is it too early to share?
It's a little too early to share. I mean, there is a very interesting project that I have mostly greenlit. So that's going to be, I'm very excited about it, but I can't talk about it just yet. Hopefully soon, hopefully in the next few weeks. But for now, I have Unfair and Lovely coming up with Randeep, and that's a beautiful story. So I cannot wait for people to see that.
And when is that out?
We're looking at some time, maybe mid-year, but we don't know for sure. It's
Right.
too early for me to say.
Right. Great and good. I'm just happy that you are with your family, staying safe. This
Thank
pandemic has made
you.
us realize how important that is. You take care. Thank you so much.
Yes, please take care. Stay safe.